Hey y'all, it's your girl Diamond and welcome to my channel, A Diamond in the Raw. I'm currently out with my sister. She just went to the hair store. But today we are going to meal prep healthy. Getting back on track for January. So I still need to meet my weight loss goals. And I'm actually, I haven't done my weigh-in yet. But I have done my weigh-in, but I want to reveal what I've lost for this first week that I've been playing around in January, not taking it seriously, on my weigh-in Wednesday. And then on next Wednesday, I'll also be showing you my current weight. So officially, I'll be doing weigh-in Wednesday every Wednesday. So I'm going to hold off on that. But I did, surprisingly, lose weight this week, even though I was playing around, not taking anything seriously. So to make sure I'm on track with my weight loss goals, it's currently Saturday the 8th. Yes, the 8th of January 2022. Yay! New year, new me, honey. So we're going to go to Sprouts and I want to give some B-roll action, and I want to share with y'all what exactly our meal plan is to be successful. So stay tuned. She should be coming out of this hair store anytime now, and then I'm excited. I'll show some B-roll of Sprouts, and just when we get back to the casa, I'll show y'all what exactly we're going to be eating. That we'll be meal prepping every 4 days to make sure we all as a house, my mom, my sister, and I included, are on track for losing weight this year. Yay! So excited! So I'll catch y'all in a bit. Bye! Alright, we got a lot of our frozen fruit, like cherries, some corn, little guac cups. These aren't my chewies, this is my mom's student, so we can't eat those. But we got a lot of our stuff from Walmart. Now we're gonna get the rest from Sprouts. Oh baby, I'm gonna take you on a date. Oh baby, I'm gonna take you on a date. Oh baby, I'm gonna take you on a I need garlic. Where is the garlic? Welcome back to A Diamond in the Raw. This is day 2 of my meal prep journey. Yesterday y'all saw me going to just Walmart and Sprouts to get everything I needed for my weight loss journey, which is officially, I mean, it's starting now, but you know, I'm officially, like, as far as meal prepping, that commences tomorrow, January 10th. But your girl has been eating very well. Last night I was strict on, you know, eating whole food, plant-based, no oil. I lost 2 pounds. More on the weight loss progress on Wednesday's video when I do my weigh-in Wednesday, and I'll break down everything that I've done this year so far as my total weight loss, which is surprisingly amazing once I started cleaning up my diet. But so it kind of spawned quicker than I thought. Anyway, today I'm going to be making a few things to prep for the week. So let me go over my notes. To stay on track, I'm going to be launching, it's kind of like, you know how Joe Cross, he did Fat, Sick, Nearly Dead. I'll basically be doing a video a day showcasing my whole food, plant-based weight loss journey and throughout this whole year. So my intentions are to do a video a day to track my weight loss and to show the ins and outs of my emotional journey as well, how I'm feeling, all that, you know, all the extra stuff too. So today I am going to be whipping up go back to your nose, Diamond. Okay, cabbage, Brussels, white bean soup. Yes, I've had the cabbage, the Brussels sprouts, and the white beans, and the carrots that I was gonna dump in there for like a week now. I gotta get rid of it. It was an old video. So that's the Instant Pot soup I've been telling y'all about, the green bean soup. Not actually green beans, but like it's a green and it's a bean. Put them together and you have a soup. So Dr. Furman, if y'all know, he is one of the like leading plant-based doctors. He stresses G-bombs. So if you don't know that, it's like greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, which I'm allergic, so ixnay, B, berries, beans, greens, beans. Oh yeah, the second B is berries, and then S is seeds and nuts. So it's called G-bombs. Try to get that in a day. So this is like a G-bomb soup for ultimate nutritarian, ultimate nutrition. So that's what I want to be whipping up today. okay. Then the next thing is I have my sweet potato black bean tofu bowls. So that'll be my lunch. My sister and I were basically kind of almost eating the same thing every day. But instead of the soup, like the green soup, she's gonna be eating like a salad, a big salad for dinner. I don't digest salads right now since my gut has been in distress for a while, like the past few years. So I'm just gonna be heating up my greens and eating it that way. But if you can handle raw greens, eat you a little salad, honey. Eat you a little salad. We have my sweet potato black bean bowl. We prepped those yesterday. The sweet potatoes are in the oven. We just halved them. They're huge, big. They're these huge sweet potatoes. We halved them, baked them, and then wrap them up in foil, put them in the fridge. So those are ready. I just gotta assemble the bowls. I'll show you all that today. My smoothie bags for my breakfast. So I'm gonna be having smoothies for breakfast, protein smoothies to keep me full and focused. And I'm not a heavy eater in the mornings, so like I get my biggest eating window like lunch and dinner. Boom, I can eat heavier in the day, but like during the breakfast time, I preferably love, after I have my lemon water, I love a green juice. I had that yesterday, and it was beautiful. It sustained me until like late afternoon, and then I was eating. I ate, but so like I used to do oatmeal, but oatmeal's too heavy for me. So in my perfect world, I would do oats, but oats are just so heavy for me in the morning. And if I stayed at home, then yeah, but I'm on the go. I'm a teacher, so in the mornings I gotta be out of here by like 6 o'clock, be in my classroom by 7. So like, yeah, I just need to sip and go or quickly eat and go. And just eating oatmeal, I love it, but it requires me to like take my time, and just it's a little too heavy for me. I'm not even hungry at 5, 6 in the morning. So that's why I'm just gonna be doing a smoothie and juice, because it's quick and going about my business. And then today you will also see me, because I'm hungry, haven't eaten today, I'll be whipping up some sushi, some veggie sushi. So I'll share that with y'all. And I got my pickled ginger. Yes, it ain't sushi without the ginger, honey. Y'all be slacking on ginger. And I do have some wasabi that I will be whipping up. So So your girl's got a lot going on, but first let's take the I'm gonna take the longest, which is my soup, because it's gonna be an Instant Pot, zhuzhin, you know, marrying the flavors for a good 45 minutes to an hour, maybe 45 minutes at least. So let's go ahead and I gotta wash off my cabbage. This cabbage is a week old, and I can kind of tell because the outer layers kind of like wilted a little bit, but it's still good. The inside is still not on cabbage, not gonna wilt hard. So let's go ahead and rinse the cabbage. Needs a good rinsing. I might even honestly just peel that outer layer off, because it's like, you see it, it's like real flimsy, and I don't want that in soup. You could make it, freeze it, make it into a broth, do whatever you feel like doing. But right now, honey, my food waste is going down the garbage disposal. Okay, let me go ahead and get that down. Honey, 3, 2. Guys. Honey, bye-bye cabbage. Bye-bye cabbage. Okay. So, I also need some paper towels since my camera is currently on a paper towel. Be right back. And just like that, I never left. Okay, got my little paper towels. Whatever, do what you gotta do. Alright, so let's chop up this cabbage. I also have Brussels I'm gonna add into this soup. Just shave them down a little bit, chop them down, because the more greens you have, the better, honestly. And I'm just all about trying to pack some greens in. That's this ugly part I'm gonna chop off, because when it comes to vegetables, if it's an ugly part, I'm not going to, I will not eat my vegetables if it's ugly. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you can't really see it, but it's like, it's brown ugly stuff on it. I just don't. Some people can, like the little ugly little butt part on the banana. I don't eat that. Some people do. Great. You want a cookie? Good for you. All right, so I'm gonna, but my fruit and vegetables have to be pleasant, or else I'm gonna eat it. So I'm finally chopping the cabbage, and I sharpened my knife yesterday. We don't, look, my mom and my sister, we don't be sharpening knives, but like, I knew that I was going to be meal prepping a lot, and struggling to chop a sweet potato raw, no ma'am. So, this is beautiful. Wow, we've been dealing with this dull knife for a year now, and I couldn't. So, sharpening this knife, my whole chopping experience is so much more pleasant. Wow, y'all, PSA, if you need to sharpen your knife or buy a knife sharpener, do it. Just be careful, because this knife is extra slippery, and honey, I need all my fingers and toes, honey. That is not something you want to put in a dating profile. Only you got 9 fingers, or 9.5. Not to say. Okay, so I got half of the head chopped up. My goal is to hopefully, how pretty this is. Yes. Hopefully it all fits. I don't really know. This Instant Pot, I know it's kind of, I mean, it's not small, but look, I don't know how much can fit in here. Maybe I'll keep the other half of the cabbage for my next, I'll be making 2 batches of this soup. One today for Sunday to last me 4 days, and then again on Wednesday. So I'll probably keep this other half of the head for Wednesday when I make the soup again. So I'll chop off the nasty part anyway for now. Chop it out and put it in a bag. This will go in the fridge. But so half of it stayed. That's great. Next, I got some Brussels. They still look good after a week being in the fridge. Yeah. Ain't bad. Is there a date on these? Best by January 6th. That was what, 3 days ago? We still good. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with these. So I'm going to rinse them. Let me get my colander. Rinse them. See, this is why I love a good soup, because you can just throw stuff in there and you don't have to waste your veggies. Now that one's bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that one's kind of bad, but I'm gonna cook the rest of these by Wednesday, so ain't gonna be no evidence of these. So I'm just gonna give them a good rinse. They've been in that bag for a minute. Lord knows when they've had their last shower. cabbage and the leftover Brussels in this bag right here, so I can deal with it when I make the soup again on Wednesday. So I'm gonna put stuff this in the fridge because they look really good still. And I know the soup is gonna be bomb. You can't really go wrong when you season things. So I know it just looks like a bunch of veg, but it's all in the seasoning. So this will be for the next meal prep halfway through the week. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and chop some of this down. By the way, I would highly suggest you freeze your scraps and don't waste them, but I'm not at that part in my cooking journey just yet. One day I'll be freezing my veggie scraps and making broths out of them too, but right now I just gotta get in and out, and yeah. So I'm gonna chop down my Brussels. Alright, next up, I got some carrots. I'll probably put 3 large carrots in here. Put 3 in the other, and I'm gonna roast the ones that I don't use now. Leaning to the side. Okay, so now I put 3 carrots away in the same bag. I put the half a cabbage head, and what else did I have in there? So the rest of my Brussels. Oh, by the way, I am going to be baking half of the Brussels that didn't fit into the pot because it's literally getting real stuffed real quick. I know it'll all wilt down, but still. So I'm going to bake them off. I got my oven on 400 ready to bake these. I'm also going to roast some carrots. So I'm gonna have some probably like roasted Brussels carrots and like tofu for lunch. I really want some, want to make some sushi, but let's be real, I'll probably make my sushi for dinner. And in that sushi, I'm gonna have an avo. I'm gonna have, what else is going in my sushi? 1 lone cucumber. And then, what else going in my sushi? And then some tofu, some barbecue tofu. So I'm gonna have like barbecue tofu. I probably don't, yeah. I was gonna make that right now, but I'm kind of hungry, so I probably won't. I'll just roast these veggies. I'm about to make some rice and have veggies, rice, and air fried tofu for lunch. Oh, ooh, that's the right way to sneeze. Bah, gotta dab into it. Okay, so I'm gonna get some water, child. I'll be dehydrated after I sleep. This is lemon water. I like to add lemon water because it has nutrients to your water. So plain water, if y'all don't know, you can add sea salt, but it's a certain amount, I think, so your body can absorb it. It's like saline, like when you're dehydrated and you go to the hospital, they give you saline, which is just fancy word for salt water. How can I chop these up and they can be cute? Maybe I can do them lengthwise. Let me see something. Yeah, that would be cute if I chop them like this, lengthwise, instead of like, you know, like that. I'm just experimenting with my veggies at this point, so I don't really care how I chop them, but I don't really like big chunks of carrot. So I'm probably gonna do like little sticks and roast them like little sticks. And they'll probably cook down a lot faster. So I know what I'll do. I'll cut them in half. You can't see anything, you just see me. By the way, excuse the braless footage. You will all get braless footage when I'm at home for the most part on the weekends, because ain't nobody wearing no bra on the weekend. Get your life. Are you kidding me? So there's that. And I'm always gonna be in my pajamas, one of my pajama sets. So get used to it. Get used to it. Throw my carrots on there, and I probably use a light oil, just light. I'm not afraid of oil on this journey. I just won't be using much of it. That's the thing. So most of my dishes will be little to no oil. Most likely no oil, but like my soup is no oil. And why no oil? Because that's extra overt fats I can avoid. And when I'm focusing on like weight loss sustainably, I'm trying to minimize the fats that I have. So I'm not against fats. I'm not no fat. I know like some vegans, when they are let me get down for y'all so y'all can see me. Now if I buzz into a split for this view, I mean for this angle, it is what it is. But I know some vegans, they do no fat while they're losing weight, and for me that's not sustainable. No fat, I will binge into some chips or into a whole pizza in 2.3 seconds. So I do have fats. Like I'm putting a little fat in my avocado with my you know, sushi. Get that ugly part off the carrot. I'm just minimizing, and I'll have like my tablespoon of omegas a day. Like you know, chia, flax, or hemp in my smoothie. I'm minimizing it. I'm still having a serving of nuts. Literally, I have been having a serving of almonds a day because I know the longest livers. If y'all watch, okay, zoom it up. If you know anything about the blue zones, those are the 5 areas in the world that have the highest percentage of centenarians, I think centenarians, meaning people who live over 100, and one of the things that make them live so long is that they have like a handful or 2 of mixed nuts a day. I don't really like a lot of nuts. I mean, not a lot of mixed nuts, so I just prefer my favorite almonds. So I love almonds. I have like literally the serving size is 28, so I have 28 of those wasabi soy sauce almonds. Oh, so freaking good. And that has been helping with my satiety, with my skin glow. Yes. And just honestly, I'm not afraid of fat. And it helps me, you know, not go as crazy. Sometimes when you crave like sugar or something, just have some protein, have some nuts, and you're good. Curbs a lot of cravings as well. So that's my tip. I'm not afraid of healthy fats, but I'm just going to be limiting them throughout my process. And one of the big ones though specifically is oil. So oil, it's like 1 tablespoon is 100 calories. Like I can't really justify that at this point in my weight loss journey, so I avoid it at most costs. But I am going to drizzle some on these roasted veg so I can have that with some rice. Ooh, why not mix some roasted garlic cloves? Add that in the little mix. I'm gonna just do a handful because we gotta get rid of this garlic. Like, yeah. So I'm gonna roast some. Should I crush it? Probably should crush these so they can. Let me see. I don't know. I'm just experimenting around here. I'm gonna crush the garlic. That went flying. And I'll put it on the pan. And I'm just add some flavor to everything. Yeah. So meal prep for me is going to be a way for me to just get my best life. Get control of my diet. Get in front of it. And I'll be fine. There we go. Here's the garlic that's going to be roasting in the pan. Alright. Now, the next thing I need to do is get some diced fire roasted tomatoes into my, well, first, okay, let me get the, okay, I'm doing too much. Let me get my soup going, and then I'll put those in the, where's the can opener? In the thing, in the oven. There we go. Oven. Okay. So I'm gonna get these tomatoes going. Have to rinse off the top. Even though I rinsed and sanitized the whole can when I bought it and brought it home. You know, Corona out here, y'all. Make sure you wash off your surfaces of your cans. So there, it looks so good. So I'm just gonna carefully top that, put it in there. So yeah, this is just a quick and easy green bean soup. Let me get my beans of choice. I got some white beans, some Great Northern beans. Beans are great source of fiber, protein, and complex carbohydrate, meaning it'll keep you full longer and keep you energized, as it keeps the it's a slow release of glucose into your body, so it's not going to spike your blood sugar. Great if you have diabetes, or honestly, no matter what kind of diet you want. I feel like everybody needs to be eating beans. And the longest livers, speaking of the Blue Zones diets, they eat beans. They eat a lot of beans. Every one of the Blue Zones. If you want to know more about it, I think Dan Buettner, he works with National Geographic, and he has several kinds of Blue Zone books, like the Blue Zone diet books, like recipe book. He has a journal. There's a bunch of things, and beans are literally one of the staples in every community of people who lives to be over 100. So I'm just going to add a can of that into the soup. I could do 2 cans, but it's not looking like it's going to fit at all. So I'm going to put my onion. Okay, let me clean up a little bit. I'm going to put my onion and the seasonings, and then I'll be ready to go. But this is going to be, I know it's all going to come down, but okay. So I just added a little beans in there so I can have some protein, some complex carbs when I eat my soup. Now here's a little onion. We have an onion drawer, so love onions. We use them in everything, and that is one of the nutritarian foods of Dr. Furman, Joel Furman. He's literally probably gonna live to 100 and then some. He does not play. He coined the term nutritarian, meaning, you know, vegan doesn't mean healthy. Like, I've been vegan for 8.5 years now, and I've been junk vegan for most of them. Clearly, I'm not, you know, in a slimmer weight range because so much good junk vegan food. So he coined the term nutritarian, which is basically focusing on being a nutrient, eating things that are nutrient dense. There we go, nutrient dense food. So onions, I know people are like, you know, they are so underrated, but they help the body in so many ways, and they're part of the G bombs. Remember, greens, beans, onions, and G bombs, and that's Dr. Furman saying. So that's kind of like a good, healthy guideline when you're thinking about what you should eat that's the healthiest for you. I always follow G bombs, greens, beans, onions, mushrooms. I'm allergic, so no. But if you can't eat mushrooms I know are so many great properties for the body. Berries, seeds, and nuts. That should be a guideline, general outline for your diet. And then I also like to use the Daily Dozen. That's by Dr. Greger. There we go. And he has the book How Not to Die, which is basically focusing on the foods that can reverse and prevent diseases. And this the 12 food, the Daily Dozen that we should have. I know like seeds and nuts are on there. I know berries, I know greens, cruciferous veggies, and then dark green veggies are on there separately. Beans are on there. Anyway, onions fall in that category. So those are the 2 guidelines that I like to use. Another is the starch solution. And basically I like to make sure I have good starches and complex carbs in my diet to for the longest livers eat they sweet potatoes. So I'll be having like a sweet potato bowl as my starch. I don't really digest white potatoes well because of my blood type, which that is another thing. Blood type is a whole different thing. I got into the blood type diet because of my what do you call it, colonic lady. She got me into that, and I was like, this some BS, whatever. But like some of the food sensitivities that she told me were about my blood type, I'm like, I'm starting to feel now. So it's crazy. They can't process wheat very well, can't process peanut butter very well, so I switched to almond butter. I can't process white potatoes that well. I can eat them, but I can't process them. So I like sweet potato. I have to eat more sweet potatoes because white potatoes don't feel right in my body. So things like that. Check out the blood type diet too. There's so many ways to be healthy, so much knowledge out here, but I just kind of do the things that kind of work for me and that I found to be true and to make me feel good. You kind of do that. So there's that. So now I've been vegan for 8 years. It's like I've done it all. I started out super healthy. Okay, I'm gonna add some broth bouillon paste. That's what's gonna give this soup some flavor. If not, it's just gonna be a bunch of like disgustingness. While I'm up here, I'm gonna, in my spice cabinet, I'm gonna go ahead and put garlic powder, onion powder, a little salt, a little pepper, and probably some smoked paprika. Probably like a tablespoon or 2 of each. You gotta get, I mean, I know, here's the thing. Here's the good, like, I know I put onion and garlic in here, but you still have to double up with the onion powder and garlic powder. That's like the black kitchen hack. We all do it, and that's why our food got so much stank in it. And every time we eat food from a different culture, we're like, this ain't got no flavoring, because, yeah, I know we had technically the fresh garlic and onion, but baby, you gotta double up, honey. Double up on that sazon, honey, the seasonings. I'm gonna add a little turmeric. Turmeric. I say turmeric, it's probably not right. I don't care. All that matters is that it gets in my body. So I'm gonna add a little of that because I know it's good for anti-inflammatory properties. Probably like a tablespoon of that. So my soup is gonna be a little yellow. But you know, got that turmeric. Let me add some, just a little salt because I'm adding the bouillon, but I do want to salt the veg just a little bit. Let me move it over. Here we go. Salt. Technically you're supposed to put salt afterwards, but add salt to your food afterwards. But ask me if I care. Look, I'm just trying to get started. I'll worry about that salt part later. Okay. That is smoked paprika. And I think I might want to add like a bay leaf or something. Oh, I didn't do black pepper. Black pepper and turmeric. Black pepper activates the qualities, the healing qualities in turmeric. So add some black pepper to that. Now let's see what else your girl can add to make this. I mean, I could add some cayenne. I don't really want to make it too spicy, but I can always add it later. Oh, chili powder, no. I can make it like Italian herby. Why not? I can add some Italian herbs. You know, just spices. Okay, got some Italian herbs going. Can't go wrong with just spices. You just really can't. And then I might add some crushed red pepper. That's something I would give this soup some body yaddy yaddy. Just a little extra spice, you know. You can leave it out if you ain't about that life. You ain't about that life, ho. You ain't about that life, ho. So I like a teaspoon of that. I like some spice, not too much in my soup. Or I'm like screaming for help because we ain't about that life. But I really am trying to find a bay leaf. Okay, y'all. I might not find a bay leaf right now. I'm on my tippy toes because I really want this bay leaf action. Unless my mom used all of it. She made her soup. I should have found all of this earlier, but this is cooking with me real time. Whatevs. Look, okay. I don't think I can find this bay leaf. We ain't gonna find this bay leaf. I think my mom probably used the last bit of it when she made her cabbage soup earlier a week ago. Yeah, I can't find it, and it is what it is. But it's okay. But because this is the magic. Ooh. I'm gonna add like a tablespoon. Ooh, this is where how you season a good soup. Like, come on. The soup ain't a soup if it ain't got this. So, there. You could also add like potatoes to this. You could add other veg. Oh, I have some bell pepper I could probably get rid of. Look at that. Just do a quick one of these. There's some bell peppers in the fridge. I could get rid of them in my little soup. That would add extra. I'll just add 1 chunky tablespoon of that, and then you could add water, but I'm gonna add some veggie broth. This is a vegetarian no chicken broth from Sprouts. It's on the bottom shelf, so you ain't gonna see it. It ain't advertised, but it's on the bottom shelf. It's so good. Maybe a little expensive for my liking. Like, I think $3 for this. Get your life. But it's the best broth. I swear by this. I've had a lot of broths in my life, but this has not let me down yet. So I'm gonna add a whole liter of that. A whole liter. And maybe top it off with just a little water. And get that soup going. So yeah, it takes a lot to meal prep as far as chopping our veg. You could technically chop up veggies ahead of time. keep them all chopped up so you can just throw things into different dishes. I didn't do that, and that's fine. That is fine. Do what you can just to make it on this lifestyle. Okay, where is honey? I feel like I be losing my mind. I can't find it, but we just gonna use the slotted. I'm looking for the one that has the metal thing on it. Okay, let me kind of mix this up as much as I can. I'm about to put this on the Instant Pot, but I need some water. Ooh, things are on the top shelf. I live with tall people. I need a stove, but I refuse. So I put 4 cups in there already, but let's see. And I technically filled it up past the max fill line. Look, I'm just trying to make it out here. So this was 3 cups. Y'all clearly see that's not enough. Like, this is about to be thirsty. And I know it's gonna wilt, but let me add 4 cups. And then I'm just gonna stick it in there regardless. Whatever happened, happened. Cause that's above me. She thirsty. She thirsty. Okay, maybe one more. Okay, one more. Cause she real thirsty. And this soup's gonna be my dinner, so I feel like you can eat a lot of it. There we go. She did. We got her nice chunky consistency. This is good. There we go. I'm trying to move her around a little bit on the bottom so nothing burns. There we go. Oh, it smells good already. Spices smell really good. It needs a bay leaf, but if you don't have that bay leaf, don't worry. It's still gonna be good. So I want to make a good chunky soup. I can serve it with rice or just eat limitless amount of this soup. Yes, all of these veggies in here. I just stuffed in there. Okay, that's great. Boom. So I'm gonna put it in the Instant Pot now. Let's see if I can change the view. Okay, y'all can see. Alrighty. So let's do this. I'm gonna change the view. Y'all can see. Oh, it's heavy. She thick. Oh, Jesus. Oh, she was heavy. Okay, let me put the top on and get her going. I'm gonna cook her for probably 50 minutes. Alright, so and the lid is a little broken, but that's just the outside. It's still sealed. I don't know who did it. My mom and my sister, they won't fess up to it, but whatever. It was a brand new Instant Pot and the plastic in. Who did that? Right, nobody will admit to it, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna select the pressure cook section. We're gonna pressure cook, and I'm gonna say for 50 minutes. You could do soup, broth, you could do all that, but I just do general pressure cook. I'm gonna say for 50 minutes because everything's basically cooked. I know it don't take that long for carrots, cabbage, or nothing to cook. So I'll just press start. Make sure it's sealed, which it is, and it takes like 10 minutes to heat up, and then so it's really gonna take like an hour to cook because it doesn't just, you know, has to warm up and pressurize. So that's that. I'll let that sit. We're done with the soup. Yay! So now we're gonna move on to the next thing on my list. Oh, I want to season these veggies. So come on over here, and I want us to season these veg. Okay, y'all don't have to bear with me. And then I'm gonna make some rice instead. So this was the Brussels. This was my Brussels, carrots, matchsticks, and some crushed garlic. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil, maybe like a tablespoon, a light drizzle, because I'm going to massage it in there. Don't want them to be too greasy. There we go, like a tablespoon or so. And then now I'm just going to add some garlic powder, onion powder. This is onion. So I can just toss them in there real quick and it'll be so delicious. And I'm gonna add like a little bit of maple syrup. Just a little bit. So just onion powder. Boom. Garlic powder. There's the garlic. I love garlic, so there we go. Garlic powder. And then we're gonna do salt and pepper and let those do their thing. Do their thing. I might do a little roasted paprika. smoked paprika. So there's the salt, pepper. Get you a little salt. There we go. That's be enough. Should be. And then pepper. Pepper. I'm gonna do a little maple syrup if I can find maple syrup. Yes, I can. It's easy. So drizzle. I don't know what I'm doing. I think it just needs sweetness. I know Brussels sprouts are a little bitter. Carrots aren't really that bitter, but I just want to add a little sweetness. There we go. Oh yeah, smoked paprika. That's what I want. Oh, here we go. Yes, a smoked paprika. Just a little bit. Just a little. There we go. I'm gonna massage all this, and the oven's already preheated to 400, and I'm gonna roast that. I'm gonna make some rice to go with everything. Good to go. So this will be lunch, and I have leftovers. That's good. That's great. Yum. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, taste it a little bit. That's delicious. It's the drizzle of maple syrup that's gonna bring this all together. I'm telling you. If you don't have maple syrup, you can do like balsamic glaze. But the Brussels definitely need a little bit of sweetness. Boom. Okay. Let's stick these in the oven. I'll check up on them from time to time. Well, let's say 20 minutes or so. So now I'm gonna wash my hands, and I'm gonna move on to making some rice. So I'll make that real quick. I'll probably just time lapse it, and then we'll get into making my sweet potato bowls. Alright, y'all, my meals are ready to go to the fridge. This will be my lunch, my sweet potato bowls, yes, as you saw. And then for my lunch, kind of late lunch, it's like 3:23. I have my little roasted carrots and Brussels, which are bomb. It's the drizzle of maple that really brought out just, oh, so good. And I have half a sweet potato that I didn't put in the bowls because I wanted it for lunch today. I have some barbecue tofu, just air fried it, as y'all saw. Then I tossed it into some barbecue sauce, some sauteed kale, so good. And then just a little bit of rice, just a little bit. So I'm gonna grub on this. And my Instant Pot soup has about 3 minutes left. So I'll come back in about 20 minutes to put that away and taste test it, see what it needs. And then basically all I have to do is my hummus and my smoothie bowls, and then I'll be done for the day. Not my smoothie bowls, but my smoothie packs, which I probably, yeah, I gotta do that. But otherwise, yum, I'm about to grub because I haven't eaten today. But this is whole food, plant-based. I'm super excited. Yay! So good. Hey y'all, it is the same night that I've been meal prepping, and my Instant Pot soup is done. I gotta put that in the, I was hot. Ow, I burned myself on this. Wow. Anyway, I have to put it up in the fridge. That's gonna be my dinner. It tastes really good. I already sampled that. My camera had died, so I had to charge. And so here I am at night, 7:55, and there's that. It's been sitting on this heater, or keep warm setting, for 4.5 hours now. And then I gotta make my smoothie for the next 2 days. I'm just gonna do it every 2 days so I can keep it as fresh as possible. And then set that up. I'll make my hummus on, hopefully y'all can't hear this, my sister's watching a comedy special, but on I forget what I was about to, oh, hummus. I'm gonna make my hummus tomorrow. It's an oil-free version. I get it from High Carb Hannah. Love her recipe. It's really fluffy and light, and it's no added oil. So there's tahini, but there's no added oil. So I'm gonna make that tomorrow because I have some almond crackers that I'm gonna snack on throughout the week. And that's gonna be my healthy snack with some pears. But anyway, let me go set this stuff up, make my smoothie, and then head on out. But I'm exhausted. But cooking for yourself definitely takes some work. Definitely takes a lot of chopping. But once you cook, batch cook for the week, you're done for the week. So you might sacrifice a few hours on one day a week, or if you do it twice a week, that's fine. But it's gonna be worth it. So I'm excited to share with y'all my weight loss. On Wednesday, my weigh-in Wednesday. But for now, let me go ahead and get the soup put up in the fridge and make my smoothies for the next 2 days. So let's do this. Hey y'all, I am officially out. I ended up making 3 20-ounce smoothies for the week with that big batch from the vitamins y'all saw. Tastes really good. And that's gonna be my breakfast. And then I had some leftovers, so I was like, let me just sip on that now. That is all I'm doing for my week. So breakfast is my smoothie, lunch is my sweet potato protein bowl, and I'm gonna have some guac cups. A guac cup I'm going to put that with in a little thing of pico in the morning and take all that. And I'm gonna order some bigger Tupperware because it was like packed to the brim. So if I order a little bit a size bigger, it'll be fine. And then dinner is gonna be my cabbage Brussels sprout bean soup, and that's gonna be really delicious and light, and it's a nice warm and light warm end to my day. And that's that. So I'm gonna clean up the kitchen just a little bit, load the dishwasher, and be done. So thank y'all for coming along with me. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this down. It was a lot of content today and yesterday, but it needed to be done so that my whole week can be super smooth and I don't have to think about what I'm gonna eat because it's already laid out. So thank God I did do a lot of sweating and chopping and cutting and laboring over the weekend, but I know it's going to be 100% worth it. And I'm about to watch this weight fall off, y'all. So I'll see y'all tomorrow for my official first day with my meal prep and first official day of my journey to getting this weight off, honey, and getting from thick to slim thick. Cheers. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.